I, for one, am happy to see the return of the Ninja Gaiden franchise, especially with the shadow drop of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. That was awesome to see, and then also the announcement of Ninja Gaiden 4, which we'll get to very, very shortly. But the proto-Souls-like games, okay, with some of the OG games even going all the way back to the NES of just being simply hard for hard's sake. I love to see these games come back, mostly because they're a little bit different. Well, actually, they're quite a bit different than the Souls-likes that I think ended up getting, a substantial amount of influence from. I would have to say so, right? Like, there's obvious difficulty love from these games going by, and now that they're coming back and hopefully done the right way, people who aren't in the know can finally be in the know and really understand why Ninja Gaiden struck fear into the hearts of gamers 20, 30 years ago. Yes, as for the port of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, like, it's been at the top of the bestseller list for, geez, as long as it's been out. What was that, the end of January? And yeah, it's still crushing it to this very day, which is awesome to see, man. A game that was quite a mover on the original Xbox. I don't know if it ever got PlayStation 2 release. I don't think so. But it's cool that it's finally making the rounds, and yeah, it's mostly uncensored. Okay, that's good. Slight edits applied to one NPC in Rachel's Fiend costume. Female characters cut from the Xbox version of the trailer. Oh, okay, well, that's fine. It's just a trailer, right? But one of the more confusing and zigzagging cases of video game censorship seen in recent memory, while Ninja Gaiden 2 Black has released onto the current social climate, almost completely untouched, the remaster has still been subjected to a bit of censorship in regards to 2 odd bits of in-game content and the Xbox cut of the game's trailer. Yeah, why Xbox? Like, they're the owners of Team Ninja. Like, I don't know, man. Okay, given both the risque look of the female protagonist and some of the more demonic enemies, as well as the ongoing bipartisan push for cultural puritanism in the Western markets, I mean, just recently did a video on Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, espousing my take on that. If you want more on that, go take a look. It comes as no surprise that many players, especially those who enjoyed the original 2008 release. Damn, was it 2008? Was that on the 360? Okay. Met with the announcement of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black at the 2025 Xbox Developer Direct with caution towards its potential to be heavily censored. However, it seems such fears were almost unfounded, being the operative word. All the aforementioned appearances of the female characters left untouched, with many of the instances of supposed censorship raised on social media regarding female breast size and face shapes, can be attributed to the change in the game's engine and art direction. There we go. The latter, being done in order to bring Ryu's solo outing more in line visually with the core Dead or Alive series' latest aesthetics. Okay, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black still does feature 2 bits of censorship. First can be seen in the opening cutscenes of the game's 5th level, Aqua Capital. Therein, having been ordered by the greater fiend Wolf to find him a worthy opponent to fight, a legion of werewolves are seen descending upon said city and testing the strength of its citizens by wantonly attacking them. Among the monster's victims is a female NPC wearing a white dress, who in the remake was given a less cleavage-revealing dress for 10 seconds of total screen time. Okay, that's interesting. But yet, you got Rachel's unlockable costume, and people are trying to say, what, that was censored? I guess you could say that, yeah, there's a little bit more material in the 2 notable areas, but I guess to make it a functional costume, you would need a little bit more, I guess. But is anybody taking umbrage with the gauntlets or anything like that for the hands? Or whatever, man. If you're big hurt by that, I would say that could be explained away by higher fidelity in engine, and also trying to add at least a little bit of believability. But yeah, there are changes. I don't really know if it's censorship because you're not really losing all that much and nothing's really being changed. But if changes like this have you completely and totally willing to boycott the game, I mean, you touch grass, seriously. Like, I would understand, if she just immediately started wearing a purple bodysuit. That's a big difference. This right here, it's a couple extra tendrils. Nothing is ostensibly lost. So there it is. Oh my God. What are we talking about? Your dignity leaving the house? But let's focus on something new that's on the horizon. Ninja Gaiden 4. What are we dealing with here? Ninja Gaiden 4 director says the game will keep the challenge and the difficulty series is known for, but also feature modes and options for new players. Are we going to end up getting the whole Dragon Age of the Veilguard, Star Wars Outlaws, Last of Us Part 2 accessibility options? I kind of hope not, because that shit is like super cringe, but whatever. And ostensibly seeking to put a major fan worry to bed, Ninja Gaiden 4 director and PlatinumGames veteran Yuji Nakano, or Nakao rather, has promised that while the game will feature a number of gameplay modifiers to allow the inexperienced players to live out their ninja fantasies, their inclusion will not come at the expense of challenge and the difficulty that has made the series so popular. Awesome. Nakao, sure, whose notable studio credit includes stints as a producer of both The Wonderful 101 Remastered and Bayonetta 3. Oh, The Wonderful 101 got a remaster? Oh, that was one of those Wii U games that was super popular at the time, but because the Wii U was the Wii U after all, not too many people had the chance to play it. And Bayonetta 3? Which one do I have? Is that the first one to come out on the Wii? Anyways, offered this seeming reassurance regarding Ninja Gaiden 4's difficulty during an interview given to Eurogamer editor Ed Nightingale following the game's reveal at the January 2025 Xbox Developer Direct. Ninja Gaiden is known for its intensity, especially that back and forth between offense and defense, and the dynamic ebb and flow of combat, he told Nightingale. With Ninja Gaiden 4, we are making sure it inherits those qualities, and that the high-speed action of the gameplay feel that long-time players have come to expect from the Ninja Gaiden games, including the challenge and difficulty, are present in this new entry. To this end, Nakao and revealed that the game would also be incorporating difficulty modes and options for new players, nor players who aren't very familiar with action games, to customize their experience, being designed in a way that will allow new players to still experience the intensity and the thrills of what makes Ninja Gaiden such a satisfying experience. So yeah, is it going to be a throwback? Are we going to have the Konami code that's in this? Are we going to do that? Are we going to have that? But honestly, if it doesn't detract from the overall gameplay, that's totally fine if you're going to have a different difficulty modifiers, different difficulty options. As long as it doesn't take away from the game, things are going to be all copacetic. This isn't one of those Dark Souls should have easy mode type rants, because that would fundamentally change the game, because those games are designed around the one-way path to play those games. Obviously, you have different loadouts and stuff like that. When it comes to Ninja Gaiden, Ryu has his sword, he has his throwing stars, he has his ninja capabilities and stuff like that. So yeah, if you want to make a couple of tweaks around that with a couple of different modes, that's totally fine. And as long as they're upfront and honest about that, I don't see what the problem would be. I'm just wondering, what kind of game are we going to be getting? Because the Ninja Gaiden series really shouldn't have gone away, but it just started to fall off a cliff there with a couple of the later entries. What was it? Ninja Gaiden 3? Well, one of them was just absolutely atrocious. So to see the series finally come back with a new cast of characters working on it, you do in fact like to see it. So Ninja Gaiden 4 director confirms the sequel will focus on a new hero, Yakumo, but still respect Ryu Hayabusa's super ninja reputation. Our intention is not to replace him, but to have people enjoy the story of a very strong ninja and a new ninja. Oh my god, you're actually paying homage and you're paying respect to those that came before you? Is this game actually coming out in 2025? Because these are the type of sentiments that we don't see today in a lot of mainstream gaming. Oh right, this is coming out of the East. My mistake. In an era where destroying a previous character in order to boost up a new one, yes, has become almost standard operating procedure for media franchises. Yeah, take a look at Star Wars, Doctor Who, Marvel Comics, DC Comics, centered around legacy character. Ninja Gaiden 4 director Yuji Nakao has assured players that while the series' upcoming fourth entry will be shifting its narrative focus to a new protagonist, the PlatinumGames developed title will still treat former lead Ryu Hayabusa with all the respect his super ninja status deserves. Awesome. Nakao, who is thus far 8-year career with PlatinumGames, yes, served as co-producer on studio's vertical shmup Sol Cresta. I didn't hear about that one. And producer, yes, for Wonderful 101 Remastered and Bayonetta 3, provided clarification as to Ninja Gaiden 4's treatment of its let's say it properly this time around, protagonist during a recent post-announcement interview given alongside Team Ninja president Fukihiko Yasuda to Japanese video game news outlet GameWatch. All right. Per the machine translation of an interview provided by DeepL, asked as to how the plans for a fourth Ninja Gaiden game came to fruition, Yasuda, who prior to being appointed to his current Team Ninja position in 2022, provided his design and directorial talents to such studio releases as Ninja Gaiden 2, Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy, oh god, okay, and the Neo duology. Okay, there you go. He really pulled it through at the end there, because being associated with Stranger in Paradise, bro, okay, recalled that one of the first ideas thrown out with the concept phase was the introduction of a new lead. First First of all, there are a question of how to plan the project. They started with the idea of working together to create a numbered title that would convey the value of the series, said the Team Ninja president. PlatinumGames suggested a new main character, Ryu Hayabusa, had an aspect of being a completed character as a super ninja. So, for this title, they suggested a new character, Yakumo, who would be easier for everyone to get to know. And so wait, what? We got a new character that's coming in that's going to pay respect to an old legacy character. This is totally foreign concept. Naturally, we are pleased that they understood our decision that Ryu Hayabusa should appear in the game, and he does appear in the trailer. Yes. To this end, Yasuda then confirmed that both Yakumo, who stars in front and center of the game's first trailer, and Ryu will be playable characters, with Nakao offering a further tease of both characters' narrative roles. We will have to wait for further information, but they will have their own objectives and stories to tell as they fight. As you can see in the video, Ryu and Akumo, the new main character, will be facing off against each other, so you can look forward to more information on why this is happening, which is awesome, man, because we've seen what Team Ninja and what Platinum Games have in store with that trailer that dropped at the end of January. Okay, so we know that Ninja Gaiden 4 looks fairly fantastic, keeping a lot of the hallmarks of what made the 3D games very successful in most part. And we also seen their intent to, pay homage to Ryu and then also run back any of his old outings and do them justice. So yeah, there is reason to be at least somewhat excited, at least not off-put, okay? If Ninja Gaiden isn't your thing, that's totally fine. But you don't need to be worried about the overall quality of this game, because you've seen how well a Ninja Gaiden Black has done, and you know that a franchise is finally in good hands. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.